right, welcome to another Spinato Spin. Great to be here. I'm not sure, but maybe Happy New Year out to everybody. I'll tell you what, this is a simple concept we're after. We're talking about the topic is morality, and this is the second talk of 3 on morality. I hope this one helps you, and I want to continue where we left off with the first one. We were talking about morality and its basis, okay, and its basic fundamental look. Well, the words or the topic we decided to zero in on, or the foundation we decided to stand on, was the 10 Commandments. Real simple, 10 Commandments. And I went through them, and I'll go through them real quick again, but I want to concentrate on the last 5, because that's kind of where we left off. The last 5, but let's go through the first 10 real quick. The first one, real simple. Thou shalt have no other God except me. Number 2, real simple. Thou shalt not make any graven image. Number 3, thou shalt not take the name of thy Lord in vain. Number 4, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. And number 5, honor thy father and mother. Okay? And number 6, we'll go through that real quick, and then we'll get ready to talk about 6 through 10, because we did talk about 1 through 5 in segment 1, if you recall. But number 6, thou shalt not kill. Simplify it. Thou shalt not murder. Number 7, thou shalt not commit adultery. Number 8, thou shalt not steal. Number 9, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. And number 10, thou shalt not covet. Let's get into these 6 through 10. Okay, number 6, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not murder. You don't have the right. Here's the foundation. You don't have the right to take someone else's life. You don't have the right. The Almighty has the right. Whenever its time has come, to take that life. It's not yours to take. Remember that. Remember that. Now, how does that relate to morality and how we handle our lives? Well, it's huge. That's huge. You know, you're not taking anyone's life because you don't have the right. If you understand that and you live by that principle, maybe when it comes to a time when your decision could decide whether or not the person's livelihood can be wiped out and whether or not somebody's life can be wiped out, you'll answer it the same way. You'll say, I don't have the right. I don't have the right to do that. I shouldn't go there. I shouldn't be part of that. Let's look at number 7. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Now this is right from the Bible, real simple. I had a friend of mine as a pastor. He said, you know what I say to people that are having trouble with their marriage? You say, remember this one time. This is God's marriage. It's your marriage and your spouse's marriage, but it's God's marriage. What right do you have to take it apart? It even says it in the vows. Whatever God has created, no man can to make asunder. Whatever the expression exactly is. But the message is clear. You should not commit adultery. So therefore, what we're saying is, you have no right, again, to destroy a relationship. If it's a relationship that comes from the Almighty, it comes from a stronger source, you have no right to do that. That's not morally right. The other one, number 8, thou shalt not steal. This is real simple. This means that you have no right at all to take someone else's property. You just have no right to do that. Think about slavery. The biggest thing about slavery was that you stole somebody else's labor. You know, in the Bible, so you're allowed to keep the fruits of your labor. You're allowed to keep that fruit that bared what came from your labor. No one's allowed to steal it from you. So you should not steal it from other people. You should have a moral integrity in your mind that I have no right to that because it's somebody else's. I have a right to it if they give me permission and it's set up in a legal agreement. I could take it if that's the way it is, but I have no right to steal it. Number 9, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Don't lie. Don't bear false witness. Don't tell me something that's not true. Don't go omitting certain things that are very vital to the truth of the situation. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Remember? So help me God. Well, that's your heartbeat. That's what you're all about. Those are your morals. You don't lie. No matter what happens, you don't lie. That's the truth of it, okay? And the truth is the difference of a lie, isn't it? The total opposite of something is the truth if you're going to lie. So we don't lie. That's our moral compass. We don't lie. And number 10, and this is really where we've gotten into a lot of trouble as a society and as a person. Remember, it's always macro and it's always micro. Let's look at the micro of it. The micro of it is you don't worship or covet other people's stuff or other people. You don't say, oh, gee, I wish I had that exact personality. That's okay. It's okay if you want to be just as good as that person. You want to be an imitation of that person. That's fine. But you don't want to be that person. You don't want to take that person's identity away and so you can have it. That's not morally correct. That's what the Bible's telling you not to do, because that's how you get into trouble. That's how you go down that slippery slope. You don't want to be like that. That's how the devil can snap you up and own you if you covet something. You know, a great line from the Bible. What is the profit of a man if he was to gain the whole world but lose his soul? Simple question. You answer that. What is the profit of a man if he was to gain the whole world and lose his soul? You see, you look at it from a business standpoint. Why would I want to do that if I'm going to lose all my businesses? Just do business with this one group and you'll get as much business as you possibly can. Yeah, but everyone's going to hate me and everyone's going to be trying to kill me the rest of my life. Hey, that's the short of it, right? That's the short way to look at it. But the long way is your salvation. Your salvation is forever. What he's saying is, what is the profit of a man if he was to gain the whole world and lose his soul? I hope that helped you, and I hope you understand a little bit more about morals or thought about a little more about morals. Thanks a lot for visiting. We'll catch you next time. Take care now.